Hey everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. In today's episode, I will be continuing on with the survival SUV. If you didn't see the last video, I went into my automotive playground or park world that I created for community builds, loaded my modded Jeep JL, I think it is, the first version of the four-door really. I copied the tub and the fenders. Sorry for the pauses, I'm just... Words. People that watch know I'm not good with words, but I'm trying. I copied the tub and the fenders to the best I could with parts that are vanilla and usable in survival aside from the wedges, which we have wedges coming hopefully in the next update. Either way, I copied that and then I brought it into here so that I could know for sure I'm using vanilla parts and get it ready for survival. I mentioned my plan for it, and like the title says, it's a survival SUV, so it's based off of a Jeep, like I said, and then it's going to hopefully have everything inside it. I'm just checking for the pop-up trailer really quick, but hopefully it'll have everything inside it you need for basic, like, nomad survival. So a bed or two, hopefully two, so you can have like a co-op team. At least the 2 seats, like I said, co-op, and then a fridge, a cookbot, and then some storage, maybe a water tank if I can fit it. So I'm gonna pull out glass really quick. Blocks. Glass, stick that there. I'm going to grab the small, or the sport suspension, and I actually wanted to start with that first really quick. I'm going to put it on the lift over here, and I want the, okay. The hub might be getting in the way. There's not quite enough of a gap there for what I wanted to do. However, if I use a wedge there, it should work. So, jump on the bumper. There we go. If I go like this, that might be the right height, and it shouldn't interfere with the hood because the hood's going to be up here. If I go like that... Ooh, yeah, see, the chassis is really going to get in the way with that. That's also too low. So, I'm going to put the bump stop through the chassis, just for simplicity's sake. So it's going to go there. I need a 1 block gap, the, like, physical bottom of the bump stop, and then the spring, which I did have the right height, it won't work there. I will switch this out for a T, weld it back on. I'll do this side really quick. Like so. And then remove that. I should also figure out a way to keep this attached. If I come up like this, that should work and look decent. Once I get into it a little bit more and need different space and stuff, perhaps, once the other parts come in, because this will probably have to move. I want to move the engine because this will end up having a generator as well. They teased an electrical generator in an update some time ago, or not an update, but a dev blog. I'm not sure which one, but it looks like it's like a 3x3 by maybe 4 or 5 long. So 3x3 by 4 or 5. It looks like it's roughly that big, and then you have to spin it somehow like an alternator. So what I want to do, I'll explain while I'm trying to do this at the same time, is I want to, like on the Cozy, stick that under the seats and then power it with a secondary engine so that I can make electricity on the go. I might still use wedges here if these go through the axle, but it should be okay. If these clip through the axle how they are, I will switch this to a wedge and then have a wedge off the side of it so that it can have more collision. It'll add more lag, most likely. However, it should be okay. This bump stop will have to kind of go there so it doesn't interfere with the axle any, which is unfortunately going to cut into the interior space. So I'm going to do my idea that I was thinking. Get the beds. See, the beds also don't have to be on the floor. I could raise them up a little bit. If I put the beds where I was thinking, even in my real life Jeep that I want to build, I'm thinking have like a kitchen and stuff that comes out the back, and then bedding, and then you use the 2 rear doors to get into the bed. However, as you can see, there isn't quite enough space for that. So what oh yeah, you have to do that to get rid of it. I also just ruined my floor. That's one reason I don't tend to build inside built creations anymore, is you can do stuff like this, and sometimes it's a major pain in the butt. Either way, I've also got my pop-up trailer, which has, I didn't mean to spawn it on an angle. Hopefully that's better, as I unpaint the floor, apparently. But this has 4 beds in it, and I kind of plan on towing this with the Jeep. And this has everything I need. So I'm not sure if I want this to be like a mandatory thing to keep with the Jeep or what. This doesn't have much storage, so I could use the Jeep primarily for storage and like driving around. You put this to your FOB and then go forwards more with the Jeep. But then this also has no protection, so if you leave it out, it's going to potentially get attacked and destroyed. So I'm going to put the seats back in the Jeep for now, because like I said, at the moment I'm planning to have this and this together. So I'm going to put the seats back in, figure out where the springs need to go, which I guess I should, yeah. Also, really quick, since I just noticed it again, I have no backpack. I figured out how to take off the backpack, because all the backpacks in this are huge, and they all clip through the seats and stuff when you're sitting down. I did do a video on that, literally, how to remove your backpack in Scrap Mechanic, I believe it's called. If you're interested in removing your backpack, go check it out. And yeah, with that being said, the way to get your backpack back, if you do that, is simply go back to the dress bot, not the clothing bot, the dress bot, and select another backpack. You literally just go into the save file for your character's clothes and remove the backpack. That elbow was in the wrong spot. Okay. There we go. And again, I could probably use wedges on this one, on the back, and they shouldn't get in the way too much when it's articulating, but this stuff up here is already going to get in the way. I could change it out with a pipe, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. There we go, the bump stops are in, so now I'm going to drop down. Yeah, see, it's hitting that and messing it up. I'm gonna drop down the off-road, I almost said the sports suspension, but the off-road suspension so that I can make it supported by the bump stops mainly. It's like a dual rate, kinda, but it's bump stops. I'm setting it up as a dual rate. Okay, there we go. So there's normal ride height, and then we up these by 2 for now. And then this should go decently. It should. I could also put sway bars on this because I have a simple little lag cheap design, but we'll see. Okay. So what can I actually fit in this? First of all, I should put on the roof, which I'd like to do in a different material, but that's a 4 for weight, and that is a 2. All the wood is 2. I want to use a different block so you can tell, like, that's the roof. It's fiberglass in real life, so I'm tempted to use plastic, but that's really heavy. Excuse me. I just want it to be different than the other one, but I guess I will go the same. So we need a lip up to there. I could probably do the roof a little bit higher, but that's where it is on the other design, so that's where it's going to stay. And then I guess I'm just going to do that for the rear window. Just keep it simple for now. And then I can work on rounding it out after. Pull the roof back, and there we go. It looks like it's even sitting on at least the rear bump stops now. Unfortunately, a lot of weight is going to have to go in the back, which is clearly already quite heavy. Do just some fenders to kind of cover up the chassis. I might not actually do that because I don't think actual Jeeps have any bodywork under it that covers the chassis. Kind of thinking to where I can move a couple things. I'm going to put a couple chests in the back. Another thing is it is laggy with the trailer hooked up because scrap mechanic. But that also depends on your computer, just how laggy it is. And like I said, those are kind of getting in the way. So I believe the bigger chest is lighter too. Yeah, it's way, way lighter. So that one can fit there. I guess I could put a couple like on either side. I could put a couple above it. But I want this to be like easy to access. And I've only got one more gap here. So yeah, if I do this, it's going to take up the entire back end. Could I sink that one into the floor? Set it on, like right on the chassis itself for now. Go where I want you to. There we go. And then I can do something like this. Another thing I could do is I could put a piston on the floor. Ooh, I like that idea. Hold on, instead of explaining it, I'm just gonna do it and try it out. Because most of this project is already done. Like, excuse me, I can't do much more with the wedges I have. I can put on a kind of a hood, and then I've got the logic to do. Basically, that's it. I need to work on the interior stuff. So, if I put a piston, this design, like I said, is currently assuming we're towing that around. So, if I do, I'd like to put in some kind of center console, so that will have to come down like so. And then back, I guess. I'll think of something. And then I can go like this, actually. I'll put the piston right there. And then out to a one of those ones. Out to a one of those ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. If I use them all, it's going to take up extra space, but a part of me saying it's worth it. If I go like this, yes, these are heavier, but I'm not that worried about it. 1, 2, 3, ooh, hold on. And then if I go, let's say like that, I can't mount these on the back. So, what I can do is grab the Fant Block Brusher 9000, oh my. The Fant block editor. Stick that there, and this tool is wonderful because it's going to allow me to do some glitch welding. If I go I'm going to go like, yeah, I'm gonna go like that just to help save space. And then I am going to, I'm just gonna go like this. And then if I put that there, use the proper tool, and drop it down, I can now put this one on top of here. Just make sure it's facing the right way. I'm just looking at it, seeing if there is a different way I can do it, but not that I can tell. So I'm going to put one on this side, drop it down. Okay. So my idea is to do that again, but like I said, I don't really have the space. I could, ooh, actually, if I do a little bit more glitch welding, which I don't like doing, I can bring this out like so, and then I need to do more like this. I'm going to bring that out like that, and then go like so, and then move these forwards. Yes, forwards. Using these ones is a little bit of a pain in the butt, because I think it's based on your camera orientation, but it's helpful, so. And then we go with another one of these. Actually, I'm going to put that one on. Ooh, no. I'm going to tuck the switch in there. And then I'll bring this one over. Like so. Put on another one of these. Turn that around. Move these forwards again. No! I think I can just throw that back on. Oh, it goes down here. There we go, that's the right way. Now if I'm cracked, I can, there we go. One thing I always forget is right-clicking pushes the block one back. Or one in the direction you're looking. So if I don't have space to put another one going up. Okay. So now if I go to the piston, like that, turn it on, extend it a little bit more. All of the storage comes out and crushes the back suspension. However, it makes it accessible. So, I'm sure there's a way I could do this better and have more space inside, but I think that's gonna be how it is for now. I honestly don't like this. It seemed a lot better in my head, and the idea does work, but a part of me doesn't really like this idea. Just how it's turned out. Oh, I forgot about that. The shadow kind of scared me for a second. Up those by 2. Hopefully they don't squish as bad. Up them by 2 more. Okay. I'm gonna throw in some glass. That's not where the glass is supposed to go. There we go. And then the tub usually comes around a little bit like so. And then the roof is similar, I think. Ooh, that might... Nope, it just fits out the back, okay. And then the roof kind of comes down at this layer. I will put a bearing, oops, there for the glass. I can't remember if the glass is to the bottom or not. I'm just gonna go like that for now. And then the door can hinge here because I would like a swing away tire carrier, which will mount here. I could also possibly stick the controllers back there. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to put them under the bottom through the chassis like I used to. I guess I could just, you know, go like that. The controller is there. Place the spring. And like I said, logic I used to just put in the middle because it's a big open space with a 1 block height. I'm gonna put the circuit for the lights in the very back, which I need to still do on the cozy, but oh well. So this will be front door. I want them all to be facing the same way. Front left, front right, front left, back right, hood, tailgate. So let's connect these two because they open together. Use the switch on that one. Set these both to 90. Make sure they're turning the right way. And now... Oops. I forgot to hook up the glass. And set that to 90 as well. When I open it, assuming everything turns the right way. There we go. Ooh, the door is blocking off that chest. That's one thing I wasn't quite thinking of. I guess you could access it down here. If I put I'll put the spare tire on. I should also put a logic gate on that so that it can only open when this is open. So that if you, or I could just make it automatic. Hook the piston up to the same gate or controller that's on. These do 90 and then that goes out. And vice versa. But I like having it manual. Either way. Simple tire holder for now. The middle is here. Could used 4 pipes, but whatever. Like the 4 long ones instead of singles. And then let's put the spare tire roughly there for now. Parts, come on, parts, there we go. Place the chest. And there's our spare tire. So that should open up without colliding. And then it should close without colliding. But I'd also like to see how much further it can potentially open. Because on a real Jeep, you can like open it pretty much to here. It's just a hinge on the back. Not in the... Ooh, I might not be able to open it much more. That should help a little bit. Okay, so if I lift up the back, access the controller, and do a little bit further, maybe not so much on the door, or I can do a little bit further on the wheel as well. Do another 5 degrees, make sure they're not touching. Rip out the floor again, because why not? I just love repairing my floor all the time. I gotta be careful because there are... There's some wood and stuff underneath that's connecting this to the other stuff. Everything around that's like that stuff just under the map. Either way, this now works. It's super heavy, but I want to try driving it before the end of this video. So I'm going to do that. Actually, it's already all hooked up. Everything is turning and spinning in the right way. I need to add a lot more weight to the front and figure out how to take a lot of weight off the back. Ooh, too much. 1 and 1. I could drop these ones down by 1, and that'll keep it running level, like so, or at least more level. And let's see, just, I guess, how it handles and performs at the moment. It's already lagging. This world is super laggy now. I'm not really sure why. But this actually handles kind of nice. The rear suspension, because of the way I did it with the sport and off-road springs. Oops, that's a flip ramp. But it's supporting the weight nicely. I'm going to use the flip ramp as an RTI ramp. Back up. There we go. I'm not sure if the specific video is out yet or not, but in one of the Scrap Mechanic Moments videos, Suki and I were doing backflips with tractors off this ramp just because. Turn this around because that doesn't work very well as an RTI ramp. Those tractors that are over there. I'll use Stealthy Green's driveway for a RTI ramp. That's not bad. For a basic, what I consider to be a basic survival vehicle, this is so far pretty good. I still have to figure out exactly how I want to do the storage and stuff, but... And yeah, the rear suspension's not squishing much because it's so stiff. But I think this will be nice. Hopefully it tows the trailer well. Hopefully I can figure out storage in the back. I didn't realize there was such little space in the back. I'm gonna go close to the trailer just to see how badly it lags. Wow, it's not lagging that bad at all. Okay. Depending on the lag right now, I might actually just run the trailer with it. The trailer itself tends to be a bit laggy. That lines up really there? I guess so. Okay. For simplicity's sake in this episode once again. Ooh. Slight issue. I'm gonna have to make a hump for the tow hitch. But this can also come back one. I'll have to figure stuff out, like I said. Even in the last episode, this is mainly just trying to get the idea out, and then I can go over more and like actually finish it. We're also at my time limit for today, so I'm going to quickly tow this. As of right now, without doors and stuff, just the back door, it's not too laggy. I'm surprised. It's, to be honest, on my system currently 14 FPS, but the Cozy and Mobile Base version 2 are way worse for lag. Like, that's unusable. However, as you can see, even with an engine that isn't fully tuned, once I put some more weight in the front, so I can actually like steer and stuff, this wouldn't be necessarily too bad. It seems to tow it well. I can't really test it at the moment. It backs up really nice. Like, the trailer is going exactly where I want it. This is really nice. Okay. I like this setup. I might have found like kind of like a co-opable Nomad setup. Because running into slight torque issues, and that's another thing. I can also figure out a way to make it have more torque. Whether it's putting the engine through the firewall so you can adjust it when you need to, or putting some kind of like low gear on the rear axle. We'll see what happens. Yeah. This is starting to look pretty good. I'll put down trailer leg, pop it up to hopefully get rid of some of the lag. I like watching everything fold out. Let's get a good inside view of it moving. And yeah, see, once the trailer's popped up, I'm back up to where I was before for FPS, so I think this is a very viable option. This video's gone a bit longer than usual, just by a couple minutes, and I didn't get a whole lot done. I still don't know if that's how I want to do the storage exactly, and I need to figure out something for the spare tires. I could make a roof rack and put the spares on the roof, but that'll add a lot of weight up top, and I want to try and avoid that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. And that door's even stuck on something at the moment. So, I will probably go over this off camera, just check it out. And then the next episode, I will update what I did off camera and then continue from there. Just because it's more storage stuff, I don't want to be too boring. And then, yeah, I think this will work really well for survival. I'm actually going to take a picture. And yeah. So yeah, that's it for this video, I guess. I could keep working on this, but I'm at my limit, my time limit. So, as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any tips or advice, feel free to mention them. Constructive criticism is always good. I'm starting to upload creations again, so maybe check that out. The mod I'm using to load stuff in survival is Creative Survival. It's on the workshop. And yeah, as usual, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.